Hello, I'm Japal. First off, I have to say that Dom sets a gold standard every time he does a video. And I just saw the fact that he is celebrating the 300th episode of Searching for a Thread, which I have now come to listen to over the past, I think, 4 or 5 months and have thoroughly enjoyed. In fact, there are a couple editions over my shoulders of albums that I was lucky enough to hear about through Dom and his various guests. But I was truly inspired to put forth my own footprint here on YouTube and the vinyl community. I've been lurking for a bit and just wanted to celebrate this day, get this video out. I'm very new to YouTube, other than watching it, to recording it, and hopefully you'll be able to hear me and see me, as the Who once said. In any event, many albums have inspired me over the years, but again, I think we look at songs that we've played over and over, maybe we've owned in every format that there is, from mixtape to CD to album to vinyl, and we still keep coming back to them. So first stop for me, Remain in Light, Talking Heads. Hearing this when it came out, 1980, I think just from the first drum beat, from the song's textures, from the random lyrics, I guess you might say, it just kind of changed the way I perceive music. I think Peter Gabriel had explored a bit of world music to this point, but I definitely felt like exploring more music. And specifically, the name Brian Eno came to mind as not only producer, but collaborator to a great extent on this album. So this song, this album rather, specifically the song Cross-Eyed and Painless, which I never get tired of singing at the top of my lungs to anyone who'll listen. So first, gold standard for my album choice would be Remain in Light, Talking Heads. Quite an elaborate setup here. Moving forward, X live at the Whiskey A Go-Go. I was very fortunate to see X in their heyday in Los Angeles, and always thoroughly enjoyed both their music, their energy, and specifically their literacy. The lyrics of X have always intrigued me, and I think this album captured the energy, the passion, the excitement, the drama between John Doe and Exene. Unbelievable drumming by DJ Bonebreak, kick-ass guitar by Billy Zoom, always with that amazing smile plastered on his face. Also, as you'll see, I think the cover art of this specific album is just beautiful. On the back, they have their portraits. And this was actually drawn by Exene Cervenka, so a great artist in many ways. So this album has been through thick and thin with me. Of course, Joni Mitchell, Courtney Spark. The song that I go back to time and time again is Troubled Child, Shaking Like the Waves of Malibu. I think this album opened up kind of the world of jazz to me as well. I think she's obviously an exquisite composer, songwriter, musician, singer. She is, as they say, the full package in terms of artists that I've followed and continue to follow. This album has been through thick and thin as well, and I have to give Courtney Spark a hallowed place on my library. And finally, second to finally, Bob Dylan. This is Biograph, came out in 1985. I just moved back east and this is one of the first records that I purchased. And though it is not technically a bootleg, it's not part of the bootleg series, it has bootlegs in it. Great artwork, and also details, significant details of every song on the album. The song that I play over and over and over again is Percy's song. I think it's from 1963, and I'm astounded it never made it onto an album, but its haunting tone, you just feel the anguish, the pain in this song. I don't want to call him a political songwriter, but he definitely had the ability to take a misdeed or a misfortune, an injustice, and compose it in a first-person way that still constantly amazes me. We celebrated his 80th birthday in May, and Percy's song is absolutely a song I've played more, well, maybe Tangled in Blue gives it a run for its money, of course, but Percy's song is my number 4 on the gold chart standard. And I did these chronologically, by the way, in terms of when I first heard them. So we're going from 1980, Remain in Light, to 2004, Radiohead, Hail to the Thief, which is an album that was gifted to me by my wife. I was not familiar with Radiohead at all. At this point, I didn't really have a huge music collection in my life. I was going to CDs, had abandoned vinyl in a total error of my ways, error of judgment. But this album, sonically, lyrically, the world that Radiohead wove in this work is amazing. And my gold track, though there are many on this, is They're There. I think Hail to the Bony Thief. I'm not sure of the parenthetical part of the lyric. But They're There, the tribal drums, just the electronic layering, the words, not always clear, somewhat elliptical, but Radiohead is absolutely one of my all-time favorite bands. Been fortunate to see them twice and share my love of them with my son, who also loves them. So, Radiohead, 21st Century. I could go on and on, but I won't. I will just again say thank you, Dom, for searching for a thread. Thank you to the vinyl community for all the work you do, and cheers.